Hey everybody, Wendy Klinke here. It is week 2, the very beginning, Monday, March 10th. There you go. Yeah. And I'm an ex-federal employee and have been for about a week. And I am taking 7 months between now and September 30th when my paycheck runs out. But I don't have to go to work anymore to build my small business that's about $1,000 a month to about $8,000 a month. So there's your intro. Now you know what my motivations are for figuring out how to build this business. I've done it for about 5 years, but at a very small scale. So now that I purportedly have the free time, I am investing my time into really making something of this business. So I try to give an accounting of kind of not only how I've spent my time, but where my head is and the things I'm thinking about to grow the business. And a couple of things kind of created this spooling conversation in my mind, which unfortunately the conversation with myself started at 11 p.m. last night, and 4 hours later I had all the answers I wanted, but not enough sleep, so I was kind of a mess today. So last night, and I got into ADHD hyperfocus mode, but this was all came from the idea that I am applying to be part of this craft fair locally here in Occoquan, Virginia, which is right near Woodbridge. It's a cute little town, and they have their Riverfest in June, and it's just a wonderful event. And I finally feel ready to I could have a booth. I've done a number of craft fairs. I know the flow. I know what to expect. I got my system pretty well down. It's time to do one of these things. And this is a bigger one. It's like $350 to have a booth, whereas the most expensive one I've ever seen before was like 150 or 160, and even then I mostly do like the $25 ones. So this is a big jump. But what I hear is from vendors who do it, it's such a great show that people absolutely make money, and they far exceed their cost of admission, and it's a 2-day thing. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I started getting the application in and had a few hiccups, which of course, it's one of those things where if things seem straightforward and then you find the devil's in the details, and there was a few hiccups, and I haven't hit submit on it, but I'm hoping to get that done before midnight tonight. So back to last night. So I'm like, okay, craft fair. Well, what am I going to offer at this fair? I traditionally do paint kits, which, something like this. It's got a cover sheet. There's a canvas in here with a design outline on it, and then all the paints and brushes again, just so you kind of have a sense of what it is. So I have these, and then I also do a slime experience, like a live slime making, come on in, pay your admission, and then you make slime with me, and they make slime, and I just bartend glue and glitter. And then we also do a potions session. And again, when you have multiple options, if someone doesn't want to make slime, they maybe want to make potions. So you appeal to a broader audience. But I'm generally the booth that's swarming with kids, and it's awesome. I love kids. They're so fun. And so I was thinking, okay, well, I need to have stuff that appeals to children, but I'm also here to promote the business and to grow and to, one of my goals is to sell way more of the paint kits. And then it was yeah, okay, but that's also still pretty niche. What other things can I offer? Now I have to be careful, because when you're at one of these things, they want to know what you sell, because they're trying to make sure that you don't have 10 of the same kind of vendor, but you have a wide range. And so I don't want to be going out into everybody else's categories. So I think my niche is crafting kits, painting and crafting kits. But I haven't offered traditionally a ton of crafting kits. And so my question was, well, gee, what other kind of crafting kits could I offer? What can I do that's, I don't want to say going to be easy, but is going to be something that I can quickly sort of create a system and process for, so that I can have these other things available. Because I really like to make sure that, that there's a decent profit margin on it, but it's also packaged and and prepared and explained and set up in a way that it's very approachable and user friendly. And so it was like researching different types of, again, ideas for what types of crafting kits I could make. So I spent a lot of time researching that. So in addition to expanding the product line and just kind of being in research mode and diving down like a million rabbit holes on Amazon, then I also had the idea, or the thought occurred to me, hey, you know, I love making paint kits, but the idea of making 100 a day like freaks me out, because I think that's all I would be doing is freaking squeezing paint nonstop. How would I scale things up and create a little bit better like assembly line and system? How do I cut down the time to put these things together? I actually was looking at systems and ways to organize little paint pods, and not just like 3 or 4 bins. I have a lot of colors, like, you know, a lot of different pinks, and I need a way that I can quickly see the different colors. And I looked at pegboard, and then I discovered and totally fell in love with, and I did not buy anything, but my little finger wanted to press buy, was slat board, or slat rail, slat panel. I don't know. It's the kind of thing you actually see in a lot of retail stores and don't even realize it. But if you walk into a retail store and they have almost looks like shiplap, that's slat walls. That's it. Slat wall, SLAT. And they're completely flexible, and you can get shelves, hooks, bins, tubs, cups, all sorts of random things that you can attach, picture frames to the slat wall. And the slats are like 3 inches apart, and so it's a little bit more flexible than pegboard, and I think it looks nicer. So it's a little bit more expensive, but not dramatically so. And because I want like those utility bins like you would find like in somebody's garage for like all the like the screws and this thing and the bolts and the nuts and the different size nails, but I don't want them in like blue or black or yellow or red plastic, which is traditional, you know, in the garage and in the sort of construction side of the house and tools. I need like white or clear, because like the more color I've got going on over there, that color is actually going to change the way the paint looks, and I run the risk of grabbing the wrong color. That's going to be a big project. Maybe I just need to be like, okay, I need to sell $300 worth of kits, take all that money and get my slat wall. Then that saves more time for being strategic and doing other activities that build the business. If all my time is spent maintaining the business, then Houston, we have a problem, right? And efficiency is good. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that for now. So I need to get to bed, but I wanted to share that, and we'll get an email out to you guys tomorrow with a weekly roundup.